Well, good morning, welcome back, thanks for watching us, and if you're a new subscriber, thanks for joining us. It really does make a big difference, so thank you very much. And to all our existing subscribers, thank you. Anyway, it's been a few days, it's probably been nearly a week since we last did any filming. And the reason for that is we just needed to catch up on a few bits and pieces. We needed to catch up on some work, we needed to catch up on some orders, get all that posted out, and we just wanted a little bit of downtime, a little bit of rest and relaxation before we start all over again. And that leads me up to where we are today. So where does that leave us today? Well, I haven't filmed anything, like I said, but it's been a very eventful few days. And yeah, I just was that stressed, my head was going to explode with it, that I just didn't want to pick the camera up and film it. So basically, to give you the rundown, we had a electrical fire in the engine bay, and the alternator had burnt out. Don't know what had happened, don't know why, don't know how, but yeah, that left us dead in the water. I couldn't run my engine, we couldn't charge any batteries, couldn't get hot water, because our fire runs our central heating system. We have a 12-volt pump. Without that circulating the water just boils up in the back of the fire. With no power, can't run the pump, can't put the fire on. So it's been eye-opening how one little part can completely mess up everything. Luckily, there was only one wire damaged with the fire. There's only one wire that melted, and it hasn't damaged anything else. Nothing else caught fire. We was very lucky. It was caught straight away. You know, I mean, it could have been a completely different ball game had we have not been on the boat, but we were. So luckily, where we are here, there's a place in Wigan that do alternators. So I've managed to get a lift over there, get a brand new alternator, not a refurb job here. We've got a brand new alternator, we've got the new cable, and all that has been put back in, and we're able to run our engine and everything's back to normal. But for the last couple of days it's been an absolute nightmare. You know, we can't run the pumps for water or anything. It's just been prehistoric. But yeah, we're travelling with friends and they've been able to help us out. Gary's been able to get up to the water point for us and get us some water in bottles so we can still give the dogs water, make a brew, things like that. And Malcolm was my shining light, not my shining knight, but the shining light. Yeah, he held the torch for me in the engine bay when I was fitting the alternator. But like I said, that's that done. It's chalked off down to experience, and time to move on. You can probably tell with the way the boat's looking and the way I am, we are bathed in beautiful sunshine today, which is quite ironic because we fixed the alternator yesterday, and up until yesterday it had been dark, grey and cloudy, and we had no solar to charge the batteries, as well as no other way. Now as the alternator's done, the sun's come out, we've got clear blue skies, it's fantastic, it's weekend, it's time to trade. We know we do good on this spot, we know that we get good footfall. Whether we're going to get good footfall now in the middle of November, who knows? We're not going to know, and we're not going to sell anything if it's not out on the side of the boat. So that's the next job. We've got to transform that into our floating shop. Come on then. Well, we're all set up at the moment, trading. Lou's outside, just manning the stall for a little bit with Malcolm and Gary. And I've just nipped in to check on the dogs. Because we have a poorly doggy today. Well, he's been poorly doggy for a couple of days now. So let's have a look at Shadow. So as you can see, Shadow has got his special little lycra suit. No, Shadow, no. And that might give you an idea as to why he's wearing a special lycra suit. Unfortunately, he had to go to the vets and have the snip. Unfortunately, I don't think he was best pleased with us, and he's a little bit tender and a little bit offside and still a bit groggy from the anaesthetic, but he's doing well and it's in his best interest because we don't want to breed him. We got him as a pet, not to make money. But are you okay, Shadow? Are you being a good boy? Yeah, good boy. So, not only am I checking in on Shadow, who's feeling a bit sore after his eye-watering moment, I'm also checking on Poppy, as always. But I'm also checking in on our other new crew member. Let me introduce you guys to River. And this is River. She's 9 months old and she's a border collie. And we've rescued her. She's a rescue dog and she's come and living with us. And she's getting on really well with Shadow. She loves to play with Shadow and beats him up, but obviously at the moment she's kind of leaving him alone. I think she knows he's a bit tender, don't you, sweetheart? Hey. And Poppy loves playing with her, and all three of them are getting on really well. So this is our new crew member, River. So yeah, 3 crew members now. So we've got Shadow and River. And where's Poppy? Come on, Pops, where are you? Where are you? Ah, here she is. Here's Poppy. Are you alright, sweetheart? So a bit of a different day today. Got quite a bit planned today. I'm just going to go out with the dogs, take the dogs for a quick walk, and then I've got some work to do in the workshop, just finishing off an order. And then the plan is to nip into town. We're going to go and do a little bit of shopping, and I've got some parcels that I need to get off into the post office. But I think everybody wants to go into town, so Malcolm has decided he's going to take his boat into town, so it saves us walking, and it means I get chauffeured on somebody else's boat, which is going to be a first because I'm always steering my boat, so it could be nice to be on another boat and not having to move it myself. So I'm going to carry on now and crack on with this order, and then we can get it all sorted and get into town and get some shopping done. So yeah, looking forward to this.
No running.
As you can see, we're out with Shadow. He's perked up a lot. He's not wearing his special suit anymore, and he's not wearing a corner shame. He's not too bad now. He can't go for long walks, so he has to just stay near the boat until Sunday, and then hopefully on Sunday he gets a clean bill of health and everything's back to normal. But looking at him, yeah, he just wants to play. So hopefully come Sunday he'll be back to long walks again. So this is our taxi for the day. This is Westmoreland, this is Malk's, and this is what we're going into town in. Bit breezy today though, so yeah, I'm glad Malk's winding this boat round. Ah, here's the chauffeur.
Are we going to get there
Okay.
in one piece?
Well, one piece.
In one piece. If you're driving, we might not get there in one. Have a doggy. He's praying for you. Please take me.
I see. We're all on camera now then, are we? Alright. So, would you like me to sing you a serenade? Okay.
Trying to stop the rain, Malcolm.
How did you know it was a rain dance?
Because your singing would always bring rain, mate.
Well, you know.
It's nice just for me chauffeur the boat for once.
Nice, isn't it?
So we're just coming into Leigh now, and just where that cruiser is over there just in front, we're going to moor up just behind it, because the white building there, that's the Aldi. So it's quite handy to moor up just at the back. But we've got to win the boat. Well, I say we've got to win the boat. Malcolm's going to win the boat. Now, we've done this before, and everything went according to plan, but I was doing it, so... Mal,
Okay.
it's all on you.
It's all on me. Yeah, right.
Let's see how you do.
Well, you're going to film it. Keep it for posterity.
Keep it for me posterity.
Yeah.
What's the chances I can end up in that house?
At the end of this, guys, we're going to ask you to leave your rating. So marks out of 10. Put them in the comments box below. So take good note. The wind is now coming from our left hand side, so it's either going to help him or hinder him.
I'm just glad I don't know that GRP mode
Yeah.
It does look like we are moving a bit more to the right.
Sideways here now, Malcolm.
Yep, we are going sideways. I think I might have to put the camera down and give him a lift. Because, yeah, we're going sideways and that GRP is getting ever closer. Ah, she's coming now. She's coming now. Well done, Malcolm. Just don't take the pub out. Well, he did it. We didn't get the last part of it because the GRP was getting a bit close to us and the wind was getting all a bit windy. But we're in. We've done it. We're moored up. He did it. Marks out of 10 in the comments box below what you think.
Oh, ye of little faith.
You twitching a little bit. Right, let's get into town. Shopping done, all loaded up. Now we just have a nice quick leisurely cruise back to all the rest of the boats. No wind in this time though, I don't think.
Well,
So,
it might be.
Oh yeah, are you going for water?
Yeah, I will be later on.
Ah, right. Yeah, there will be another winding episode at some point. For now though, let's get back. So all that was the other day. As it happened, Malk didn't end up going for water. The three of us ended up going to the pub for a pint for a bit of watering ourselves. So I think he's going to go today to get some water. We need to get some water. We are desperate for water, and I'm going to have to move. I was kind of hoping... sorry, I'm just making some porridge. Making my porridge. Nice warm breakfast. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could get away with leaving it till kind of Monday before I had to go and fill it with water, because we want to trade at weekend. We've left all the grid wall panelling up on the side of the boat, and I don't want to move the boat with all that there. If it slips off while I'm cruising, it's all in the canal, and it's not the cheapest. So yeah, I was kind of hoping I could get the weekend out the way, and then take everything down and go and get water. But unfortunately, we're not going to make it through the weekend, so I've got to have to take... This is what happens when you have lots of dogs. Anyway, you'll see what I'm on about shortly. Right, so I've come outside because it's a little bit quieter now. So basically what I was saying is, I don't know if you can see, but we've got the grid wall panelling on. Because we want to trade tomorrow and Sunday. Today's Friday. But I don't want to really move it with that on. But it's a big job to take it all off and then set it all back up. And also, the boat's pointing that way and the water point is that way. Now normally I would go 20 minutes or so down into Leigh, where you saw Malcolm wind his boat. I would wind my boat there and then come back up towards the bridge to get water, turn at the marina and come back. That's a bit long-winded. So me and Malk stood and we've pondered it, and we've had a look, and we think, well, actually, with the way it's set up like that, it should catch itself should it fall. We can't get the centre line, but we're going to use the front and back, and we're going to reverse the boat all the way down to the water point to save a bit of time. This is going to be one of those days probably where I think, I wish I'd have took the panels off, and I wish I'd have just gone into Leigh and turned it round. And Malcolm is over there now in the background, and you probably can't hear him, but he's laughing his head off because he probably knows I'm right. Anyway, it's time to get the boat set up, and let's see how this goes. So this is it, we're off and we're in reverse. Malk's in front of us or at the back of us, whichever way this is, just in case everything goes a bit Pete-tong, and we'll just throw a line onto the back of him and he can tow me to water point. We have got Gary, who is down there. Hi Gary.
Hello.
And he's just watching the front end to make sure we don't hit anything that we don't want to hit. Right, so we're all watered up. I've just left the water point now. Malk's just in front of me. He's going to move on to the water point now and fill up, and then he'll join us back where we started. So yeah, all is good and we're going the right way now, so yeah, nice and straightforward from here on in. Hello Malcolm.
Alright, see you in a bit, lad.
See you in a bit. So I'm not sure if you can make out at the moment what's going on, but these guys up here with the dinghy, these are from the RSPCA, and there's an injured swan just over here, and they've asked if I can use the boat to kind of create a barrier. So that's what we're doing. So I've been asked to create a blockage, so I've got the bow of the boat in the reed, the injured swan is over there, and we have 3 fire units, 2 RSPCA units, so yeah, let's hope we can get her rescued. Well, that's eventful for a Friday. It's all done now, we're just heading back to where we're mooring up. In the end, it took Malk on his boat and Gary had to go and get chugs, and it took 3 of us to pen the swan in, so that it didn't have enough room to take off and fly, and the RSPCA have now captured the swan, so they can do what they need to do and look after it now. So yeah, nice and eventful for a Friday. Right, time for some dinner. Right, so I thought I'd just give you an update because it's been quite an eventful day rescuing swans and everything else when all I was doing was going for water, but hey ho, it is what it is. As you can see, it's 5 o'clock, it's dark outside. I'm on my own, I'm with the dogs. Lou's gone off into town with some friends and family. And the reason for that is because tonight in Leigh is the Christmas light switch on. And there's all sorts going on. So she's gone out for a bit of a girly catch up with friends and family. I'm with the dogs. So I think Gary, Malk and myself, we're going to get the fire pit out. Sit and have a couple of beers, put the fire on and do that. But we've also got something else going on here on the canal. I'm not entirely sure what it is yet. I've got a friend who's actually participating with it, who's sending me over some information. So once I've got that, if you check out in the description box below, I'll put into that what it's all about. But basically it's illuminated boats, and there's some boats coming past and it's all illuminated up, all about the canals and this and that and the other. So just waiting for them to come past. They're coming past any time from between now and 7 o'clock, and they're coming from Wigan, all with illuminations on. There's about 3-4 boats in total doing it, so should be really nice to see. So I'm going to go out now and get sorted with my fire pit and wait for the boats to come. So and that sounds like it's Malcolm. So I'm off. I'll catch you all later. So, well, this is scary, yeah. Struggling with the lighting because we're sat round the fire pit. But we've just had a call from a subscriber of Gary's. Don't know why they're not subscribing to mine. We'll have words on that. But they've just come through the lift bridge over there, so the illuminated boats are on the way. So let's have a look at it and get rid of this really scary light, because that's freaking me out, and it probably freaking you out as well. In fact, it even looks like I've got eyeliner on, but that's just my glasses, I promise. What are you laughing at, Malk? Let's have a look at these boats.
Hi.